In the quiet suburb of Ravenswood, nestled amidst towering trees and quaint houses, there stood a pizza parlor known as Freddy's Pizzeria. Despite its unassuming exterior, Freddy's was the subject of many eerie tales whispered among locals. Stories of strange occurrences during late-night deliveries circulated like dark shadows in the night. Among the delivery drivers was Jake, a college student who took on the job to make ends meet. He was warned about the oddities surrounding certain deliveries, but being skeptical, he dismissed them as mere superstitions. One chilly October evening, as the moon hung low in the sky and the streets lay shrouded in mist, Jake received an order for a large pepperoni pizza to be delivered to an address on the outskirts of town. Ignoring the warnings echoing in his mind, he embarked on his journey, the warmth of the pizza box comforting against the chill of the night. As he drove through the winding roads, the trees seemed to reach out with ghostly fingers, casting eerie shadows across his path. Eventually, he arrived at the address, a dilapidated mansion with ivy-covered walls and windows like vacant eyes staring into the darkness. Suppressing a shiver, Jake approached the door and rang the bell. Moments passed, each one stretching into an eternity until finally the door creaked open, revealing a figure cloaked in shadows. "Ah, the pizza," a raspy voice greeted him. Jake handed over the pizza, his unease growing with each passing second. Just as he was about to turn and leave, he caught a glimpse of something unsettling, a pair of glowing eyes peering at him from the darkness within. Ignoring his instincts, Jake bid the customer goodnight and hurried back to his car, eager to escape the oppressive atmosphere of the mansion. Yet, as he drove away, a sense of dread settled over him like a suffocating blanket. That night, as Jake lay in bed, the events of the evening replayed in his mind like a twisted nightmare. Despite his efforts to push them away, the glowing eyes haunted him, their malevolent gaze burning into his soul. Days turned into weeks, and Jake found himself plagued by strange occurrences. Mysterious phone calls in the dead of night, whispers echoing through the empty streets, and the feeling of being watched wherever he went. Desperate for answers, Jake turned to the only person who might understand, the owner of Freddy's Pizzeria, Old Man Freddy himself. With a heavy heart and trembling hands, he recounted his harrowing experience, hoping against hope for a rational explanation. But Old Man Freddy's eyes widened in terror as Jake spoke, and when he finished, the old man's voice was barely a whisper. "You've encountered the midnight deliveries," he said, his voice trembling with fear. "A curse that has plagued this town for centuries." According to Old Man Freddy, the midnight deliveries were a dark ritual performed by a secret society that dwelled within the shadows of Ravenswood. Each night, they would summon unsuspecting victims to deliver pizzas to their lair, a gateway to the realm of the unknown. Once inside, the delivery drivers would be subjected to unspeakable horrors, their souls trapped in a nightmarish purgatory for all eternity. And those glowing eyes Jake had seen, they belonged to the guardians of the gateway, ancient beings whose insatiable hunger could never be sated. Shaken to his core, Jake knew he had to put an end to the curse once and for all. With Old Man Freddy's guidance, he embarked on a perilous journey into the heart of darkness, determined to confront the source of the evil that lurked within Ravenswood. As he delved deeper into the shadows, Jake uncovered long-buried secrets and ancient prophecies that spoke of a chosen one, a hero destined to break the curse and free the souls trapped within its grasp. But with each step forward, the darkness seemed to grow stronger, its tendrils reaching out to ensnare him in its grasp. And when he finally reached the lair of the midnight deliveries, he found himself face to face with the true embodiment of terror. The air was thick with the stench of decay as Jake stepped into the chamber, his heart pounding in his chest. Surrounding him were grotesque figures, their forms twisted and contorted beyond recognition. And at the center of it all stood a towering creature, its eyes burning with a hunger that could never be quenched. Summoning every ounce of courage he possessed, Jake confronted the creature, his voice echoing through the chamber like a battle cry. With each word, the darkness seemed to falter, its grip loosening on the souls it had ensnared. And as the first rays of dawn broke through the darkness, a blinding light filled the chamber, banishing the shadows once and for all. The curse had been broken, and Ravenswood was free from the grip of the midnight deliveries.